Most of the second shortest chapter in the Bible is a call to worship. It begins with an interjection that grabs the worshiper's attention. Come, behold, pay attention to, the writer is saying in verse 1. Psalm 134 abruptly alerts us to our highest calling. So how does Scripture teach us to bless the Lord? To bless God is to remember with gratitude His abundant provisions. Deuteronomy 8, Psalm 103. Believers bless God by humbling themselves before His greatness, exalting His glorious name, and declaring that He is very great, as Psalm 104:1 says, clothed with splendor and majesty. And blessing God is not merely a mental or verbal exercise. The writer calls God's blessing people to lift up your hands to the holy place, verse 2. Lifted hands is a common biblical posture of blessing in both Testaments, primarily in the Old Testament, but in the New Testament also. For example, 1 Timothy 2, verse 8. Outstretched hands symbolize the act, first of all, of receiving. David lifted his hands toward the sanctuary while pleading for mercy and crying for help, Psalm 28, verse 2 tells us. But they also picture the act of giving. David compared the lifting of his hands to the evening sacrifice in Psalm 141, verse 2. Priests lifted their hands to signify God's gift of blessing. Solomon raised his hands to show his great respect for God and his gratitude for God's continuous love for His people in 1 Kings chapter 8. The action of raised hands can, in fact, stir the attitude of worship. People raise their hands in worship, John Calvin writes, so that their hearts may be raised at the same time. Psalm 134 is mainly a short, punchy call to bless the Lord. So what should we make of the last verse? May the Lord bless you from Zion, He who made earth and heaven. If blessing God means to give Him thanks and praise, what does it mean for Him to bless us? Well, this short psalm is describing a sort of virtuous circle, a loop of events where the results allow the loop to be repeated with ever-increasing results. In other words, God blesses us so that we can bless Him, thereby becoming more attuned to His blessings, which reinforces our blessings of Him, and so on. You see that virtuous circle. Simply put, Psalm 134 teaches us that worship is all about blessing. Come, receive God's blessing, and in return, bless the Lord. Here's Psalm 134. A song of ascents. Come, bless the Lord, all you servants of the Lord, who stand by night in the house of the Lord. Lift up your hands to the holy place and bless the Lord. May the Lord bless you from Zion, He who made heaven and earth.